Hey guys, welcome back to the Calling Mom podcast. I'm Jaden.
And I'm CJ, also known as Mom.
Okay, so I have a super terrible question, but random question. Do you know why I just spent $75 at Target and I didn't even I don't even know what I spent it on. I don't know what I bought.
Because you went in for one thing, you probably didn't even pick that up.
No.
That's what we call adulting.
Right.
At least you didn't go to Walmart.
Oh, I can get out of Walmart.
Okay, so I feel like if I go into Target, I feel like I can kind of manage myself because I think Target's expensive.
You kind of know what you're getting into.
Yeah, so I can make conscious decisions at Target and not get stuff there.
That's true. That's
I go into Walmart and I'm like, we need a toilet paper. And then I'm walking out and I'm like, oh, does somebody need milk? Do we need coffee creamer? Oh my gosh, I probably won't come back this week. I probably need to buy this. And then I walk, and then 2 hours later, I'm coming out of Walmart with a few candles and
right.
You know?
So much stuff that you didn't need, but you're like, I'm here. Yes. Might as well get it.
And I thought at some time that I was going to try to shop at Publix. And I was going to go into Publix because I can't buy shirts and candles and stuff.
It's a safety net.
I'm not bougie enough to shop at Publix either.
Publix. Publix was my go-to in Florida.
Gosh, it's so expensive.
No, I was a couponer.
Okay.
Me in Florida, y'all do not touch me, okay? I was I knew when the buy one, get one free was.
See, if you can manage it like that, that's where it's at.
I planned my meals around what was buy one, get one free.
Okay.
Because I'm I can double it twice again. And now if it's perishable, then that's a different story. But no, yeah.
So today we're going to talk about welcome to grown-up girl expenses.
Oh goodness.
All right. And I feel like this is so appropriate because right now one of my favorite sayings is girl math.
Yeah.
Okay. I actually just say it to Rusty just to I think scare him.
Right.
You know?
Right.
I don't really like girl math.
You don't? I love girl math. I live on girl math.
Explain what your version of girl math is to me.
Okay. Well, all right. So me and Haven, coffee shop, obviously we're baristas. We get tips sometimes if it's a busy day. And this one time we got blessed with $100. Now there's 3 of us working. So we have to split the $100 between the 3 of us, right? So me and Haven were going to Barnes & Noble because we want to start reading. We want a brand new Harry Potter book. We love Harry Potter. And we wanted to read the books and have a full collection because we felt like we deserved that. And so we get to Barnes & Noble. Fun fact, if y'all are going to Barnes & Noble and you're getting a collection and it's $75 in the store, you can go online and if it's $68 online, let's just say they had a random discount, you can go to the register and be I want the online cost, and they'll give it to you.
Okay.
Fun fact, this old man, bless you Lord, oh, he's not dead. Well, I don't know, actually I'm gonna stop talking. anyways, so me and Haven, we found out that it was $100 online, and we're oh my gosh, that's including tax, and we're we have $100. We have the $100 right here. And basically, we thought, we just saved so much money. We had the $100. It doesn't cost a thing because 1, we paid in cash. 2, we just got this. It's not coming out of our pockets. But in reality, we probably got $30 from that tip. Wait
a minute. Wait.
So
this is so funny. You had $100 bill.
Yeah.
From tips. But you technically split that $100 bill 3 ways.
Right.
So you gave your other coworker $33.
Yeah. So
technically you and Haven only had $66.
Yeah.
But because you had $100 bill,
it was free.
Oh my gosh. I have failed as a parent. I am so sorry. See, this is what girl math is.
It makes so much sense. Another example of girl math, if a top that shouldn't cost $50 but it costs $50, but it's like a really cute top, and you're like, whatever. If you have to wear it a certain amount of times to get your money's worth, does that make sense? Like let's say, like, okay, the shirt should like cost probably like $12, okay, but it costs $50.
Okay.
I don't know what shirt would ever cost $50 if it's like 12, but let's just, for example, okay, you have to wear it enough times that your $12 shirt ends up being like, you wear it for like $50. Does that make sense? Wait, if I
No, but I get where you're going with
you
it.
get where I'm going? I was like, that it makes sense in my head. I have to make sure, like, if I only wear this top like twice a week, I think that's how I am with my coats. Because coats cost so much.
Right.
I'm not going to pay for a coat that I'm going to wear like twice a year. If it's like 100, no, I don't care how good it is. You cannot convince me. No. Because I have to make sure I get my money's worth.
Girl math brings me so much anxiety. I say it to Rusty just to like, just mess with him. Like, I'm really going to buy this stuff. But if you really know me, you'll know that, like, I'm a rule follower. Mm-hmm. Like, I really do like rules. I'm also the kind of person that you'll set rules because I will I'll push the limit. Mm-hmm. But if you set a rule, I'm good.
Right.
Like, I know the boundary. You've mm-hmm. said it, and I will acknowledge it and respect it. But I think girl math blends that line so bad mm-hmm. that, like, I cannot convince myself that girl math is the way to go.
I love anywhere. I love it so much.
Yeah. Well, that's because you are making bad financial decisions.
She did not just say that.
So some of the things I think right now, I think social media, there's this culture right now where, like, you got to keep up with the Joneses. Mm-hmm. Do you know what that means?
Post Malone had a song about this.
Oh, look at Posty.
Yeah, he's so good.
I mean, the philosopher he is, right? Post Malone.
Yeah. No, he had a song about keeping up with the because that's our like trendy, right? Like, you want to be like, it's kind of like us being like Kim Kardashian. Like, we want to be like the Kardashians.
Yeah. So the keeping up with the Joneses would have been like the person in your, like the family in your neighborhood that kind of like had it all. Mm-hmm. And you did, like, you bought everything that they had.
Oh, it's Martha May Whovier in The Grinch.
You're so proud of yourself right now.
No, I know. I'm so sorry. It's Martha May, the neighbor, because she had that little boom, 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 the light thing. And the neighbor really wanted it. She was like, we have to that. Yeah.
So you do whatever you can to mirror the Joneses.
Yep.
Well, social media kind of creates that kind of keeping up with the Joneses thing. Mm-hmm. Like, you see on social media everybody's highlight reel. Mm-hmm. That's not really. Right. I hope that's one thing that we really talk about with this podcast is we hope you guys get the funny moments, but the real moments, mm-hmm. and that this isn't, we don't have it all together, and we're not, we don't want to be fake.
Yeah.
We really do want to be authentic, and but I think social media tells you to do that. So a lot of times I think like this whole girl math stuff, oh gosh, like my TikTok page right now, like, listen, TikTok is my unwind thing. Mm-hmm. I love TikTok. Mm-hmm. But, like, in, like, COVID TikTok, like, there was just a bunch of weird people dancing on my TikTok. And, like, people doing funny things and things that doesn't make sense.
COVID TikTok.
My entire feed of TikTok right now is just people trying to sell me things.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Mine is all skincare.
Ooh.
Korean skincare. Buy this Dr. Malaxin bundle, and then, like, oh, you should try this BB cream, and you have maturing skin, like, duh, and like, this one won't crease in your lines, but this one will, and it's like a 20-year-old girl trying to sell me wrinkle cream. Like, come on, do you think I'm stupid? Right. But
it works.
But my entire feed, and there are some ladies on my Instagram that I love. Mm-hmm. But my gosh, there are things like constantly, mm-hmm. like, do I really need that? Should I want that? So when we were talking about finances earlier, you said something that was really really wise. And you were saying something about how people are convincing you that you need these everyday items.
Yeah, so I was saying, we kind of just chatted about this episode. And I was like, how I feel like in the 2000s, mid 2000s, you were, it was all about like brands, like Gucci, Prada, just those high end brands that everybody's like, you want them or you want the knockoff, or like,
Yeah.
what's the knockoff version? Just the knockoff.
Like fake or faux.
That's the word I was looking for faux.
Faux.
And those were the things that they like were promoting. I just remember like everybody, because we didn't really have influencers. We had like YouTubers that had those nice things,
I love that the fake faux word now is a dupe. I love that.
Dupe. I love using dupe.
Dupe, it feels like a little more like, it could be, it's almost.
Yeah.
It's not like, that's fake.
No, it's a faux. Oh, you gotta do the faux with the stank face.
Well, some duck lips if we're talking about the 2000, those 2000s.
Yes.
Is that like 2016?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Okay, go ahead.
Anyways, so back then it was more like brands, I feel like, but now it's like everyday stuff. Like, oh my gosh, this top is like 20% off on Amazon. It's Amazon. You think it's kind of like our Walmart, like you think you're going to Amazon, maybe getting something a little cheaper than you, like, it's not Shin, but it's not like, hot going shopping somewhere, going to Target.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh my gosh, this can come, one, straight to your house. Two, you buy it because you want to try it on, but then you never take it back.
Right.
So, speaking of which, we gotta take some packages back. Just thought about that. Anyways, and then, but it's like, you need these containers. These containers will make your kitchen look fabulous. And it's like, no, you need this, like, I don't know. What have I been sold? This plate that's supposed to hold all my keys and everything. I'm like, I don't need, but it's like $40 to be like, no, this is stunning. You need this.
Yes.
Like, this is what you need. And you get, like, they make their house so aesthetically pleasing. You feel like you're in there and you're like, oh, I want to be aesthetically pleasing. I want my house to be gorgeous.
Okay, this is so funny. So, I don't know why our like food cabinet right now just seems like it's got so much in it.
Mm-hmm.
And normally we don't do that. Like, we don't have like a lot of bags.
Yeah,
I don't kind of know what's going on in the cabinet right now. But I did open it up this week and I was like, oh, yes, I need all of that organization stuff, and it's 2026, and I need to get things right and organized, and then I went in there and I was like, who's got $150 to spend on containers to organize our snacks?
Right, just clean up the bags.
Yeah,
like,
I know what it is. Actually, we did a Costco run. We came back from
that's
Christmas, so we're in like big Costco bags, and I haven't like
that is true.
Yeah.
But
So I get what you're saying. Like, they like, this is going to make your life easier. They're selling that, and then it just like you spend so much money on it. Okay.
But yeah, I mean, it's on anything. Like, I'm a sucker, y'all. My style. If I could just, I honestly would love some money to buy like my dream style. Okay, like, I'm that person, but they'll get me. Like, I hate the oh my gosh, what's it called? TikTok, when it syncs everything.
Oh, your algorithm.
Oh my gosh. I look at Pinterest gets me, guys. I don't know about anybody else, but Pinterest, like, it's like, I click on one link that I didn't even mean to click on, and everything else is links, and it's like, well, we know you. Like, you need this. Like, please buy this. And I'm like, I didn't mean to click on the link, and now it's like, oh my gosh, they'll bring me to the exact shoe that I have been looking for, and I'm like, I didn't need to find you. I didn't, because now I want to spend money. And
okay.
Anyway, I'm so sorry.
No, I clicked on. I was on Facebook Marketplace, legitimately looking for something the other day, and if I I'm not a huge Facebooker. The only reason I really keep it is for Marketplace. And
so real.
I was on there looking for something, and like Rusty said something to me, and I turned to look, and my thumb kind of clicked on like this stupid random thing, and now it's like in my feed, and I'm like,
Yes.
people, I'm not looking for that.
Yes.
Like one click, like shouldn't I have like
You
got
made a
through?
mistake.
Oh my gosh!
You gotta be careful with them thumbs.
I'm telling you, it just, and I'm like, no, I'm not looking for roller skates.
Yeah, exactly.
Or whatever. I don't even know what it was, but it was like that. Okay, so when you moved out and you moved to Florida, what do you think was like something that like that you didn't even know existed that you had to pay for?
Oh gosh. Wow, this is a loaded question. Because I think I was like, I knew about car payments. I knew about house payments. I don't know. What I didn't expect, I guess how many times I had to go shopping.
Oh, okay.
Like, I really, because I'm finally buying my own groceries in and making my own meals. Like, I've always been able to shop for myself. You know?
Right.
I know when I'll eat. I know how I eat. You know, and I think when we got married, I was very not aware of like how much a freaking boy eats. And I was like, okay, I just need, and I don't eat leftovers. Okay, I'm not, listen, it doesn't make me bougie or anything. I just cannot do most leftovers.
No,
Okay.
I think we're just that family. Yeah, I'm just
some leftovers, guys. I just cannot do it. Okay, my ex-husband is a leftover family. Okay, like that's kind of what they do, and so I'm prepared. Okay, I just need this amount because I'm not gonna put it away. I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna waste food. You know,
Yeah.
He is not that way, and because early marriage, I was learning that. Oh my gosh, I need to go to the store, and it just didn't click in my head like, Jaden, you're supposed to like buy a lot of food so that you have food set aside.
Yeah.
And so I don't think I realized how many times I needed to go to the grocery store.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I knew that there were bills like when I was your age, like when I finally moved out on my own. I think I knew that there was like rent or
Right,
mortgage or
yeah.
whatever. Like I knew that stuff existed, but I don't know if I really like understood that like you have to pay somebody to come and get your trash. Like or your trash is like
Yes.
in your
With the
water
apartment.
bill
Yeah.
or your whatever.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, what is this?
Oh, we had to pay for the pool in our apartment.
Uh-huh.
I didn't realize that we had to pay for the pool. I'm like, does it not just?
Well, the adult version of that is HOAs, HOA fees. Oh my goodness!
Do we have HOAs here?
Not at our house.
We have these neighbors that we call HOA.
Well, that's because they know everything that goes on in the neighborhood, but they are like
They're chill.
we love them.
They're very chill.
They're not like your like TikTok HOA. Like we're not gonna make videos about them. I mean,
Super
unless we make like great videos.
like, this is our HOA. They're not really our HOA.
Yeah, but that's what we call them because they just kind of
Know
they kind of
everything.
manage everything, and like if we need something, that's who we go to. They're great neighbors. But no, one of the reasons why we bought this house was because there was an HOA fees.
HOAs
when we
scare
were
me.
when we were living in Tuscaloosa, our neighborhood had HOA fees because it was like for. Yeah, the pool and the maintenance and to keep the lights up and, like
did
they
not know
went down
this.
the main drag or the main street and all that kind of stuff. And it was just, and they can cost so much.
That's
And,
so interesting to me.
so, yeah, I think that kind of stuff was, I just didn't realize that there was all those little bitty things.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on doctor bills.
Oh my gosh.
Shout out to my parents for keeping me healthy forever.
Dude, that is so real. Because some doctors didn't take my insurance. Because I was from Alabama, so I had Alabama insurance. So like, if I had to go to the doctor, I didn't have insurance, and now I have to pay for it, and I'm sick. Like,
Right.
what? I have to pay for me being sick.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
I know I have
What
to
is that? Welcome to adulting. So which one offended Jaden the most? That one. So, Was there ever a bill for you, or even recently, that has just made you sit in silence?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so I know, guys, before y'all come at me, I know that if you go out of the country, you have like in your plan, your your cell phone plan. I know that like if they don't have service there, you have to pay. Okay, like I get it. Okay, I didn't expect to. So we went on a cruise. Okay, and I didn't expect to get text. Okay, because I'm thinking, okay, well I'm out in the middle of the ocean. Nobody can text me. I have no Wi-Fi, like nothing, right? But how am I getting text from people?
Right.
And I'm on airplane mode. Okay, I'm on airplane mode. So like I'm I'm getting text and I'm like, okay, strange. So I text back and I didn't think about it. So I texted back, like just not thinking, right? Well, when we got home, my dad receives a text and it's like, just be aware that you'll be receiving a bill for this date to this date. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Y'all, it was so expensive. Like, I'm still paying it off to this day, okay? Like, to this day. But, like, I didn't even think about it. Like, and it, like, I was so mad because I didn't have any debt then in my life.
And your dad is to your dad.
Yeah,
Your dad.
my dad's to my dad. Thank you, Rusty. But yeah, I did not even think about it, and I was just like, "You've got to be kidding me!" So this past Christmas, we went on a cruise, and Jaden did not text anybody. Like, no, thank you.
Well, that's a good thing. Lesson learned.
Yeah, yeah.
So, my biggest bill that set me in silence happened this past year, 2025. So we got a water bill in, a water bill,
Yeah.
and it was over $500.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, roughly ours is usually right around 100, give or take. Just
Yeah.
it was over $500. Well,
Holy moly.
I used to work for a company that did plumbing and heating and air and all this, and so believe it or not, I can read meters, and I'm pretty talented that way. So I go out and I look at the meter. Well, I can tell by the bill and by the meter that the technician read it wrong. We weren't enough. We were over the final number on the bill, but we weren't over it enough on the meter that, like, because we were like 10 or 15 days different. And so what I was looking to see if the meter was running to where we possibly had a leak or something in the house, which is possible, but I could tell by the bill and the thing that it wasn't running and that he had misread it.
Oh,
Well,
no.
in Birmingham, if you use like a certain amount of water, your bill is like this much per whatever. Well, if you use more than that, it's this per whatever, and it goes up.
Oh.
So what happened is the guy put us in like the third tier up.
Oh my goodness.
And so it multiplied, and it was like $550. There's nobody on the planet that thought that I was. Everybody that I talked to knew I was right, but no one. Like,
Can't prove it.
argued, and I could not prove it. I had videos and screenshots, and you can't tell me. And basically, they were like, "Well, yeah, you could have just turned the meter off, or you just could." And I was like, "You got to be joking! Like, this is crazy." But yeah, that one set me in silence. No, clearly, there's been other bills.
Right.
In my lifetime that
Yeah.
have been a whole lot and a little too much, but that one's just been the most recent one that was like, what? You gotta be kidding
Yeah.
me. So
Hate bills.
all right, so if let's play a little game right now.
Okay. I'm excited.
All right, so this is going to be worth it or regret it. So I'm just going to name off things. Let's try to keep this down to because there's a final, like a follow-up question at the end that kind of gives you the opportunity to talk about everything. Okay, so worth it or regret it.
Okay.
Lash extensions.
If you do them yourself, worth it.
Oh, yes. Worth it, yes. I had them done once, and my eyes felt like my eyelids. I was like, no, I don't
No,
have
I love
anybody
doing them
cares.
at home.
Like that's like working out for your eyelids. Okay, expensive shampoo and conditioner.
Not regret it.
Worth it if I buy it at TJ Maxx.
You can't explain these.
Oh, that's right. I made that rule up. A $60 candle.
Ooh, regret.
Regret.
What the heck? TJ Maxx.
Monthly nail appointments.
I think it's worth it.
Yeah.
I do my own nails, but I think it's worth it for the girls that, need to get, like,
If
we can't explain it.
I know we can't explain it, but I'm like this. I'm on the fence about this one. If I'm trying to save money, it is the one thing that I cut.
I agree with that, but if you can.
But if you can budget it in, I will tell you that there is nothing that makes me feel more put together than having my nails done.
I agree.
So,
worth it.
Yeah, I mean, like I think
it's worth it for your mental health.
I have to. That's girl math. But I think you have to find what's the thing important for you. I'm not going to cut my coffee budget so that I can get a monthly nail appointment.
No, nobody touches.
Do you know
my
what I'm
coffee.
saying?
Yeah.
So I think it just comes down to that. I think you've got to know your budget.
I
Okay, spray tans.
Worth it. Not monthly, but I think it's worth it because I love getting my spray.
I just realized that I'm a DIY beauty hacker. Do it yourself.
Well, I do it myself, but if it's for like big events, I'm
spray
doing
tans, 100%. Skincare you saw on TikTok.
Regret it. TikTok scares me with that.
I'm still on the fence. I'm trying some. I got influenced. Korean skincare.
Terrible.
Okay. Target run for just one thing.
Regret that.
Always regret it.
I always get more than
Yeah, I always regret it. Okay. Amazon impulse buys.
I try not to do it because I'll regret it later.
Okay.
But like I'm happy with them. But my money my bank account regrets it.
I hope I can remember. I have a great hack that my very first pastor ever shared with me. Remind me to share it later because it is good it could sum up this whole entire episode. Matching lounge sets. Worth it. It's my love language.
If it's with somebody, yes. If it's not, nah, I don't care.
Oh, no.
Mom has so many lounge sets.
Lounge sets and pajamas.
Wait, are you talking about sweatpants? Like sweatsuits? Because if we're talking about sweatsuits, worth it. But if we're talking about like lounge, like sleep pajamas, like PJs.
I'm here for all of it.
No.
I'm worth it. But it is
TJ Maxx.
It is the one thing where if you were going to buy me something, it's
truthfully,
it's the perfect gift for me. I love matching sets of any kind. The only reason I'm not in this is because we're filming, or I would be in a pair of PJs probably. All right, name brand sneakers.
Oh,
sneakers. See, I knew which question to ask.
I think it's worth it because I almost bought me a pair today.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it. I do like some Walmart shoes though.
Yeah. No. Like, I will totally buy a pair of, like, just cute shoes off of Walmart. I don't care where they're coming.
Yeah.
If I like them, I like them. But when it comes to, like, sneakers,
Mom's a sneakerhead.
I am a sneakerhead.
No, truthfully.
Yeah. Air Force Ones are my go-to, but most definitely.
Oh, she got some good shoes, though.
Okay.
Continue.
A Stanley or trendy water bottle.
I have them, but I didn't buy them. So I don't think they're worth it. Yeah. Because I think you should only have one water bottle, and that be it.
Yeah.
So if you like a Stanley, get a Stanley, but only get one. Don't go overboard.
Good point. Okay. Designer sunglasses.
I don't think it's worth it. I don't think sunglasses are worth.
Totally not worth it.
It's not worth it.
There are dupes everywhere for sunglasses. So
Yep. Not worth it.
No, not worth it at all.
Sorry.
Okay. Seasonal decor like holiday pillows and things like that.
I think it's worth it. Depends on the season, but I think it's worth it. Like Christmas stuff, obviously.
Oh, Christmas, 100%.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I do it for
football.
Football season. I do it for the 4th of July, but I'm not big on...
like Valentine. We don't do Valentine's.
Do Valentine's Day. And hardcore rule around our house, no bunnies or anything like that for Easter.
No.
If you ain't celebrating Jesus on Easter, then we ain't celebrating it. It's the one thing that, like, I'll fight you over.
Yeah.
Like, I think Easter, Resurrection Day, whatever you want to call it, I think that is the most important day that we celebrate out of
Yep.
every holiday that there is. That is the most important because of that day, it gives me my relationship with Christ. Yep. And so we don't play with bunnies and eggs and anything like that. It's about Jesus.
Yep.
So obviously, I'll move the soapbox now. Okay, food and coffee, daily coffee shop drinks.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Are you guys kidding me?
What?
What?
Okay, we actually do kind of have a budget though. Like we do. And fun fact, right now I'm on a no spend January. I am on I am only buying necessities in January. So Rusty and I are not going out to eat, which we're also doing a fast right now. But so fasting is for the food, and then abstaining is for other things. And so, a lot of people will take time off social media or things like that. The one that Rusty and I chose to do together is like no spending January. So if it's not a necessity, then we're not going to. So although we love coffee, from coffee shops, it's not a necessity. Or we have creamer or coffee in the home or whatever. But okay, DoorDash, Uber Eats.
Yeah, I regret it every time.
Yeah,
I think the
pull
only
it
time is
up.
if you're sick. Like if you are home alone and you are sick, I think that's the only time you have permission to get DoorDash.
I just can't handle them fees.
Oh my gosh,
Like food is so expensive anyway.
Yes.
No, I'm like, my gas is cheaper than that. So you're right, unless I'm sick or something. But that's something we do not do. Okay, streaming services.
Oh, worth it.
Worth it.
I don't think you should get all of them, but I think they're worth it.
Yeah. Audiobooks.
I hate audiobooks, so not worth it to me.
Yeah, I don't like audiobooks either. Fitness apps.
I think if you have one, it's worth it. But I think if you have multiple, it's not.
I think every one of them that, like, I have Strava, but I don't like pay for the paid part of it. So I do pretty decent with like just the free part.
I agree completely. But I think if you're like more hardcore, then it's worth it.
Photo editing apps. No.
No, I will never pay for a photo editing app.
Premium music subscriptions.
I have a family plan. I don't know if that's premium.
Worth it though.
Okay, worth it.
Yeah, I'm all about that. Okay, experiences and fun. A spontaneous weekend trip.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Because I normally have some money. I'm sorry. I'm going to shut up. Continue.
It's okay. Concert tickets.
Worth it. I plan on going to more this year.
I like concerts, but I'm also really cheap.
Same.
So, a cruise or vacation upgrade.
I think it's worth it. I think depending on what it is, but I think it's worth it. Majority of the time, it's worth it.
Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Name a purchase.
Oh.
And decide, was it worth it? Or tell me a purchase that was worth it recently.
Okay.
Tell me a purchase that you regret recently. And then tell me a purchase that you're still emotionally attached to, but maybe financially embarrassed about.
Okay. We went on a cruise. Sorry, I feel like so comfortable right now. We went on a cruise, and we were in the Bahamas, and we were in the Bahamas, and we went to this boutique, and we were just shopping. I wasn't in a spending mood. We were about to come home. It was our last day, and me and Mom walked into this boutique. We were looking for something for my grandmother. You didn't hear that. And, but we saw, like, these rings were gorgeous, and I love rings. All my rings have meaning, and, I love rings. And, there was this one. I have it on. Y'all can't see it, but it's stunning, and I love it so much. But I looked at it, and I was like, Mom, that's really, really pretty. Like, I really like that. And, yeah, it just, it was pretty expensive. I mean, it wasn't it was $100, which is kind of expensive for me personally, because I'm the type of girl that's like, it's, $100 a little on the, because I'm a budgeting girl. Like, I love cheap. And so, but I was like, you know what, like, I deserve this. It's worth it, you know. And I'm so happy with the purchase. So that's one of the really think it's worth it. Regretting, probably like, I don't know, honestly, like lately, probably like food wise, like, you know, why did I buy avocados when I didn't need avocados? I could have used the guacamole that I had, you know, like things like that. That's what I'm like kind of regretting right now, because there's nothing, I haven't been shopping recently. A purchase that I did that I regret, or what'd you say?
Yeah, worth it, regret, still emotionally attached, but financially embarrassed by.
My cruise. No. That I'm, yeah, I don't know. I really don't like shop like that. Yeah, guys, like I'm not like,
I love this.
no, because I get all my stuff, because I almost bought a purse that was gonna be super expensive. I wanted this purse. It was like 115. Got it on Amazon for like $20. You know, like I don't, because I'm like, I need my money. Like, I don't like to go under a freaking 100. If I'm under 100, y'all don't talk to me. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not gonna do anything.
Yeah.
I Yeah, I don't know. Like, maybe some experiences, like me and Haven are going to a concert that we bought tickets for back in November, and I didn't need to do that in November because I didn't have the money in November.
Right.
Maybe that's like one. I don't regret it because I'm freaking excited, but like, maybe I shouldn't have done it then, you know?
Right.
So maybe something like that. But I'm pretty good about, like, I'm a cheapskate, you know? Like,
Good. So,
what about you?
I don't know that I have an answer for any of this.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I don't really know, but it's funny. I'm a big thrifter, and we've always been a big thrifter.
Yeah. Grew up on
Actually, my mom and I had a thrift store when I moved back from college. We opened up a thrift store, and
what?
yeah.
I did not know this.
Oh my gosh, yeah, it was.
What?
It was the coolest concept too. But we had this dig store it was a dig thrift store.
Okay.
I'll tell you all about it one day. But anyway, we opened this up, and you know, we had this, and that was when thrifting was cool, but thrifting was still, you could find good stuff. You know, a few months ago we went to Unclaimed Baggage. You know, we drove over there and went to that. When I was growing up, Unclaimed Baggage was fantastic.
I remember when we were younger, it was still fantastic.
Well, you could go over there, and like, people didn't pull out the name brand stuff and all of that, so you could really get in there, and you'd be like, because like when I was growing up, like Calvin Klein or Guess or something like that was huge. Well, you could go into a store like that and find that stuff, and you'd be like, oh my gosh,
Right.
you know, like you'd just be beside yourself. Well, now you go over to Unclaimed Baggage, and when you go in, they have like all of those, the purses that you would love to be like, oh my gosh, I found it.
Right.
And they have them behind glass. And you're like, okay, whatever. And now I think that with thrift stores, I think, you know, I'm not going to go to a thrift store and pay $20 to $30 for a Lululemon leggings that somebody's been wearing, you know? So I don't know. I think even thrifting has changed a lot recently, but I've always been, I've just always been like that. My parents growing up did really good. It was always a rule at our house that I didn't have to have a job as long as I was involved in my school. And boy, was I involved. I played basketball. I was a cheerleader. I was a softball player. So, you know, I did all these things. Well, that's what my parents said. So my parents would give me an allowance.
Right.
My dad gave me $40 a week, and that was supposed to pay for everything. So I was supposed to be able to pay for my school lunches like that. That was supposed to be gas in my car. And then come the weekend, he would give me more for us to do things on the weekend. Well, because I had that, it really taught me budgeting well. You know, I would learn to be like, well, And I had this one friend growing up. Her name was Mandy, and Mandy was great. But we'd go out on the weekends, and my car was a convertible car, and we always wanted to drive my car. So either Mandy was always the one to being like, "Hey, $5 for gas, $5 for gas, $5 for gas," and then we're gonna drive Christy's car. And do you know what I'm saying? Like she was always that person. Mandy just always kept us. I would be dead if it wasn't for Mandy. I'd probably need to send her this episode, but oh Lord, she kept me straight. But anyway, it was just But I knew like I learned to budget because I only had a certain amount, and then I figured out, oh my gosh, if I would eat this, or if I would do this, or pack my lunch, or not spend here, or not go to the convenience store before softball practice, if I would learn to do that, then I could like bank my money. Well, then my mom would give me so much money me and my little brother. She'd give us both like $100 to go shopping, and you go buy whatever. I'd go to the thrift store, I'd go to the clearance rack, and I'd come home with bags and bags. George, like one Tommy Hilfiger shirt.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? So I've always just been thrifty, but my mom is like that. My mom is like, that woman can find anything in a thrift store. She still can thrift like most people would want to.
Oh my
I can't do that any longer.
No, if we ever need something, we text her, and like the next day she's like, "Hey, found this at the Goodwill." I'm like, "Where do you go? Please."
I send her. Jaden has a really certain style, and this is. Rusty told me the other day we were on our Christmas vacation, and I was showing him something that I like. That I was like, really, I think I'm gonna start dressing like this. And he said, if we had money, like serious money, he said, you would be the most eccentric person on the face of the planet. Which is so funny because I think I dress so conservative and all this, and to be honest, it's not really my personality. Like it's
That's what I tell everybody. Somebody got my little twin, I love him, but he was like, "Jaden, you would be a hippie," and I was like, "Yeah, you know me. I can't dress like it, but like you know me. I'm gonna like, it's not our But anyways, continue. I'm sorry.
I don't even know what I was saying, but
you're talking about the top or the girl's outfit. Like you sent it to Nana.
Oh yeah, so I sent it to Nana.
Yep.
I just send her like people on Facebook or on Instagram, and I'm like, this is how Jaden wants to dress, and like she'll watch her, and then the next thing you know, like we come home and Nana's used the code and come in the back door and left clothes everywhere, and
She's the best.
She buys everything. She is literally the best person that I know. So I told you when we were playing that game that there was a couple of like tidbit information. So we don't want to like just leave y'all with all of our opinions and our like terrible habits and all that
Please
kind
don't
of
do girl
stuff.
math.
Because walk away with girl math does not really work. that's the mine and Dad's first pastor. I talk about him a lot, but his name's Pastor Chad, and oh gosh, I just absolutely love Chad and his family and just what they really, really mean to us. But when we were going through our premarital counseling, he said something to me that has stuck with me. And just in case you need to know, we are coming up on 27 years in May, married.
Woo.
I know. But Pastor Chad said, if there's something that you want, wait 2 weeks, go back and get it. If you can still remember it in 2 weeks, then you really want it.
You taught me this.
But if you can't, then you don't really need it.
Yeah.
That works everywhere except for TJ Maxx, Pastor Chad. Just in case you're wondering.
Be there in 2 weeks.
No. However, even at TJ Maxx, I still, unless there's one thing there's 2 candles scents at TJ Maxx that I like, and there are a set of notebooks that I only find at TJ Maxx Home Goods. They're these fringe notebooks. They're like almost $19 on Amazon, and I get them between $5.99 and $7.99 at TJ Maxx. I will go in there specifically like I'm going to buy this book. Yeah. Or a lot of times I'll go in and buy shampoo and conditioner and things like that.
Right.
But I even at TJ Maxx though, I will like,
this is true.
I will like, okay, I'm not going to get it today, and if I come back in 2 weeks and it's still here, I'll pick it up.
I think that's the same thing with my Amazon.
I do that with my Amazon.
I forget about my list on Amazon. Like, I don't go shopping on my list of like
No.
under Jaden. I don't do that. So like, I'll be like, oh, I really like that. I'm gonna put it in my list. And if I think about it again, then I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever. But if I don't, like, there's so many things in my Amazon, like, I don't even know. Like, I'm like, why did I want that?
Well, I'm really bad about adding things to the cart on Amazon. I
Mm-hmm.
love now that they have the little checkoff feature because I'll add something and then I'll buy like the necessities or the things
Yeah.
that we really do need. And then I'll go back in 2 weeks, and then in 2 weeks I'll be like, I don't know if I really like
Yeah.
that. Like, and so all my little influencers, you kind of influence me, but not completely.
You don't get it out of the cart.
Because if in 2 weeks I'll delete it, and I think for me that was just a really good. Chad taught us. I think he had his bachelor's degree in economics from Princeton. So kind of knew a thing or two, but he just taught us so many great things. Back then, I think we kind of lived on 60% of our income. We would tithe 10, and then you had your offering, and then we would try to save and all that. Now we probably are doing more of an 80-20. So we tithe 10, we save 10, and we live off of 80. And then we try to obviously save more, but I don't know. Those are just some good little things that we've learned through the years that have just worked for us. That have made finances a little bit better. You can't deny what budgets do for you. And just knowing that, set some boundaries. Boundaries are such a good thing, and setting boundaries for whatever it is. But we had Dave Ramsey at school a few months ago. And there are things about Dave Ramsey's teaching that I absolutely love. And then there are things that I'm like, I don't really know if I completely agree with that. Having him, he at our college that we're at, we have this program, is in residence program, and our chancellor has built these relationships where he brings in these just the people who are top of their field to come in and train our students and spend some time with them. To have Dave Ramsey in the building to be able to say some of the things that he did was incredible. But I got to go sit in. He did a big session in the auditorium, and then did these little sessions all throughout the day. And there was this one student who stood up, and he kind of asked him, like, I'm struggling through college, like I'm doing this and I'm doing that, like I'm trying to. And Dave Ramsey told him, and I'm telling this story because I think tons of our audience is a lot of college students, and I don't know how many even got to hear him say this, but when the young man asked, what do I need to be saving right now? Dave Ramsey was like, how old are you? And he was like, I'm 19, just about to be 20. And he said, just get out of college debt free.
Yeah.
He was like, don't worry about saving right now. He was like, buy what you have to buy. Just don't put yourself into debt to get yourself through college. Just make sure your college is paid off. And I don't know, that to me that seemed like a lot of freedom in that statement. Now, clearly, don't take me for everything Dave Ramsey said that day. Go listen for yourself. He really is. He's such a genius. And, just to make smart choices, especially in your life, like at your age. Credit cards are bad. Now, we have a credit card, but it's for emergencies.
Yeah.
And now, but Dad and I have gotten good enough that we put stuff on a credit card because we get points, and points, we get to do things with those points and vacation and that kind of stuff. But you got to pay that off. It can't be. And so if you're not disciplined, then you get yourself into trouble. And so I think that's what it is. I think you need to find a budget. Girl math does not work in budgets. And just to be conscious of the decisions that you're making. Is there anything that you think you struggle with?
I think right now, my income is not like a steady income. because it changed it because I get paid hourly. It's not like no paycheck's the same because I might not make my hours every,
Right.
you know. I think the thing for me is knowing I am on some payment plans. Obviously, like I have to pay for my computer, but like things like that. Like I have Apple that I need to pay. I pay my parents for my car. You know, like things like that. And I think my thing is like what gets me in a bind. Like I said, I don't like to go under 100. Okay, like I really don't like going under 100. So my this might be terrible advice. Don't say, like, don't take what I'm saying as, oh my gosh, please don't. Like, don't even listen if you don't need to. I think it's okay to take from savings. For me, like some days I need to take from savings. I don't do it to go like shopping. I don't do it to go like, willy nilly. Like we said, we have a credit card. I have a credit card. I do not use that thing at all. That is if like I'm in the middle of nowhere and my debit card don't work. Like something happened to it, like those types of things. But I think I try to be very mindful. I don't have it written down. For some reason, I sit down to write it down or I sit down to type it out, and like it just gets so like I feel like I have dyslexic. Like I'm dyslexic. Like when I look at it, I'm just like, what does any of this mean? So for some reason, it works better in my head. I'm like, okay, you have to pay this certain amount. You get paid this certain amount. You need to pay this certain amount, but you can do it in two times a month because you get paid bi-weekly. Like for some reason, like if I talk that stuff out with me, like it makes sense. I don't know where I'm going with this. I just think like,
Okay, that actually makes a pretty good point, though, that I was fixing to make when I asked you the question, though, is having some kind of a budget, even if it's messy,
yeah,
is still preparing that. You need to know, and if you're going to live like that, then you need to know what's in your account. You need to be very aware. Mine and Dad, we have, we know we get paid the same amount of money every month. Our house payment is the same. Like our budget now is really so. It's. I mean, it's the same thing pretty much every week, unless we have that crazy water bill that I told you about, or it's Christmas and I had to have 4 trees up or something like that. I don't know, but just having some kind of a budget, even if it's messy, is good. Saving $20 is still saving.
I save all my tips. Even though we have to split the tips,
See,
I'm still saving like $2.
Jaden, we actually do this too. Jaden does. There's an app called Acorns.
Oh my gosh!
And we won't get into it, but look it up. It's really great. That's kind of our fund. It accumulates. We put money into it or whatever.
Put $5 in every week.
Yeah, and then just it's kind of like you don't see it, so it goes into it, and then there's fun money, me and Rusty really do. We'll take when one of us calls on a Friday and it is like, hey, it's been a rough week, I need to go on a vacation, and we take a weekend trip, there's a hotel room money stuck in that. And so just, little things like that, emergency fund, can be your Acorns.
Yeah.
That's peace of mind.
It's kind of where I put everything most of the time.
Right. But I think, just along with this, you've got to give yourself grace.
Yeah.
But you've got to be disciplined with your money.
Mm-hmm.
And adulting is hard. You're not behind. Don't let people tell you you're bad with money. Do not speak that over yourself. You just you've got to learn in real time.
Yeah.
Like I said, mine and Dad's, our budget's very predictable now, where yours isn't.
Mm-hmm.
And so learning to build a budget when it's unpredictable will give you the discipline when you get to our stage in life where you can be predictable with it.
I will say, since majority of our things, like people are college students and they're probably in a part-time, not consistent income like I am, I think the biggest thing is like don't work yourself to death, but obviously, like, don't always say yes to what your friends are doing. You know, like, I think the biggest thing right now is obviously I love hanging out with my friends. But if I know, okay, I kind of know my schedule. Like, if something pops up, it's normally like a couple months in advance, you know? But my best friend is coming into town next week. So I'm going to be out next week and not getting paid because I want to spend time with my friend. But that means maybe saying no to, this is a friend that I see like twice a year. So I might be saying no to some of my other friends. Hey, do you want to hang out? No, I need to work. You know, like, I need to make this money so that I can have this time with her. And so I think, like, you need to be disciplined in the, like, I understand that you want to see your friends, you want to hang with your friends. That's great. But then this is going to sound harsh, but you can't complain about not having money if you're the one that continues to be like, oh, I just don't want to work.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't work. Oh, I want to do this instead. Then that's on you, and you've made that choice. And that sounds so harsh, but like, I feel like that's with anything that I've done in my entire life. Like, you have to choose one or the other, and you just have to live with the choice that you made. So if you want to say yes to these opportunities that are in front of you, and it hinders your work, like, I'm not talking about school, I'm talking about like your decisions of like hanging out with your friend.
I can tell you a little more grown up kind of same scenario.
Yeah.
I had a great job working full time at a church whenever I got pregnant with you, and loved my job, loved everything about it. Dad was working full time at a job, but he was part time at the church that I was on staff with. So he was the children's pastor, and so after we had you, we kind of started, like, in our budget, started noticing that we were giving a lot of money for like daycare and things like that. Well, we really come to the conclusion that we were really paying someone else to raise you. And I was going to work barely after we paid that out. I barely was making gas money. You know, like, from what it just, when we balanced everything out. And so Rusty and I had some really, hard conversations. Well, we decided that I really desired to be a stay-at-home mom. And so we knew then that we were going to have to sacrifice a lot of things to say, we're not going to keep up with the Joneses.
Yeah.
We're not going to buy the 4-wheelers, the jet skis. We're not going to go out every weekend. Being a stay-at-home mom was so much more important to me.
Yeah.
Well, then, that has allowed me to homeschool you and Jaden, or you and Haven, for a little bit. But I didn't really go back into the workforce really until Haven entered into kindergarten. And then I went back to work for a while, and then I pretty much worked the whole time.
Yeah.
There was a couple years there where me and Dad kind of alternated homeschooling each of you or whatever. But it's all about, so what you're saying is, yes, it's right. It's what is important, and you have to decide what is the most important and what you're willing to sacrifice to be able to say yes to some things and no to other. But just going back to the whole, we've had so much fun this episode, and just being able to laugh about finances and girl math and all this kind of stuff. But just, it goes back to boundaries and just being disciplined with what you're doing. But you do have to know what's there, what's coming in, and what's going out.
You should be aware.
So, just aware of that.
Yeah.
And but yeah, girl math is not going to be good for your budget. Not good for your budget.
I get it. I hear you.
Love it. But anyway, thank you guys so much for joining us. I hope that you guys just at least had fun and you learned a little something. And,
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Not that we're financial gurus. That might be what your takeaway is. But we love it. We're real. We're honest, and we would love to hear from you.
Oh, what's some of your girl math? We need to guys. We need to get her on the train. What are some of your girl maths? I need to hear them.
I would absolutely love to hear like
Yes.
this girl math that that we speak of.
Yeah, I'm going to even tell Dad y'all stories. He's going to
Yep.
love that.
All right. Well, guys, thanks for joining us for this episode. Obviously.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, guys, we love you so much, and stay tuned for the next one. Bye, guys.
bye.